It's another beautiful weekend here in Minnesota. I'm all cruising some state forest roads this morning. Actually, I think I'm on tax forfeit lands, but the plan is to try and find a camping spot. We'll see what we can come up with. So far, the roads haven't been too bad. It's been raining for like the last week, so they're wet, but these new tires, the four-wheel drive, I got no worries at all. I'm trying to do like a 500-point turn here. I just shattered the rear window on the door. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Not cool. This is what I've been trying to avoid, is getting into this. Hopefully we can find a spot that'll make it worth coming out here. It's supposed to get down to about, I don't know, 35 tonight, so not having that window, it's gonna keep it cool in the camper. When we find our spot, I should probably get up on the roof too, just to make sure that that rubber is in place yet. This wouldn't be the first time I broke something pushing down these forest roads. That trail was maybe a little bit tighter than I should have been going down, but what do? Gotta pay to play. Oh man, check this out. Yeah, we're gonna stay here. I just gotta make it through that mud puddle, get up that hill, make that turn. Easy. Let's go get the truck. Just see the nose of the truck, nothing else. And now we gotta go downhill. As much as I want it, this might not be the place for us. Let me show you what's going on now. I tried to come in high side on this berm. The problem is it's leaning me in to the birch. And this might just be something telling me that I'm not supposed to be camping here. We're gonna have to drive through that puddle in reverse though. I was just looking at the maps and it looks like there might be a camping spot down here, dead ends at a lake. I figured we would just walk it first to find out. So far, this looks doable. Look at that. It's exactly what it is. Another little camping spot. There are spots all over up here. There's no doubt that getting to them is a little rough. If I didn't have a 4,000-pound camper in the bed of my truck, it would make things a little bit easier for me. I could probably make this spot work if I disconnected the fast gun, used the camper jacks to level it out, but it's pretty tight. Hi, puppy. Hi. Are you on? Okay, go do your thing. Good luck. Be safe. Holy, he scared me. Yeah, there's some hunters out here. Hey guys. There's still a few more trails in the area I'd like to check out. This road is a lot of rocks, and I mean, it is a pretty sketchy trail. I think we may have finally found our spot. We got a nice fire pit. Lake is right down here. Take a look at that. Grouse. Just flew up. That's what everybody is out here hunting today too. Well, it's not a lake, but it'll do. I think it's time we assess the damages on the camper, probably get on the roof, and get camp set up. Let's see what kind of a mess we got. Oh boy. Not good. Yeah. Give me like 30 minutes and I'll get this place cleaned up. What a mess. Honestly, there could be worse things in life. I wanted to replace that window anyways. It was frosted and I couldn't see out of it. That's what I'll tell myself. This really isn't that bad compared to what could have happened. And I blame it on myself. All week I've been thinking I've got like 20 hours to make a camping video this week. And I rushed. So honestly, if this is the worst thing that happened, it's not that bad because I can fix this pretty easily. It'll probably end up setting me back 50 bucks for a new frame and piece of glass, or used frame and piece of glass. But just a reminder, just gotta slow down sometimes. Not too bad. It'll work for this weekend anyways. Yeah, that'll definitely hold the heat in. Well, I think next we should get on that roof and make sure that there's no problems up there. I don't take it easy on this old camper. So far, so good. No damage at all. There was a couple of times I thought maybe I was going to take the air conditioner hood off. Well, let's get the fire started. I am so thankful that I got the wireless mic back just for times like this. I don't have to stand right in front of the camera when I'm talking. My audio levels will be consistent, at least I hope so. Constantly adjusting that mic volume, it's such a pain. I'm so happy the sun came out. It's about 49 degrees out here right now. It's just beautiful. Tonight, it's gonna get down mid-30s. Compare that to last week's video. On the ride home, hit 94 degrees at the end of September. That's crazy. I was a little surprised at reading last weekend's comments. There's been a lot of you that have found live rounds in your fire pits. What are people thinking? So this week I'm back in the Foothills State Forest. I'm west of Pine Mountain Lake, and there's so much of this forest that I've never explored. The roads just go on for miles and miles, and there's a lot of these type of little pull-offs right here. They're all over the place, and a lot of them are going to be on little lakes and sloughs just like we got here. A lot of ATV trails and a lot of remote camping available. If you like getting out in the woods by yourself, not having neighbors around, this is the way to go.
Once again at 5 p.m. at Bemidji, it was cloudy and the temperature was 48. The Park Rapids, Minnesota climate summary as of 4 p.m. Saturday, October 7th.
On a cool day like today, biscuits and gravy over the campfire, that sounds good. I'm going to be making the gravy from scratch. Let me show you how I do it. I'm going to start with browning up pork sausage. I've had people ask if I was afraid of bears coming into the camp from smelling the food. And right now is the time of year where they're out. You know, they are trying to plump up for winter time. They're going to be finding a nice culvert to set up in soon. So yeah, they do come around. I don't ever see them in my camp though. I got them at my house, they're in the dumpster, but never see them at the camp. Now that this is all set up, you put it off to the side. We're going to take the ground pork out and put some butter in there. And this is just a couple tablespoons of butter. It's going to mix with the pork grease, and that's what we're going to be making the gravy in. Back on the fire. And we'll just let the butter melt down. And now we're going to add in about a 1/4 cup of flour. And we're just going to stir this up a little bit at a time. So this is like a paste consistency. And now we can start adding our milk. Look at the consistency. I think this is going to be perfect. Let's get that pork dumped in there. Now it's going to be time for the biscuits. Now, it would have been cool to make homemade biscuits in the cast iron, but instead we're going to get the heat on in here, start up the oven, and make some of these grands. Now that it's preheated, time to go in. Ooh, that's hot. I think they're done. Oh, look at those guys. This is gonna be good. Check this out. Does that look good or what? Wow. Something outside. course it's dead. Maybe it was just the fire crackling. Let's get back to supper. So this is my first time making biscuits and gravy with the homemade gravy. Normally I would just use that instant packet. This is like a million times better and so easy to make. I'll never use one of those packets again. Cooking over the campfire gives it a smoky flavor too. I mean, I could eat the gravy all by itself. Another dark night. I think I've got about 4 flashlights in the camper. Yeah, not a single one of them work. That's all right. You guys have asked before, you don't really spend all morning long driving around looking for campsites out in the forest, do you? You guys saw today, and I kind of showed last week too. It's exactly what I do. I got spots pinned out, but they don't always work. So oftentimes, I can spend 3, 4, 5 hours driving around before I finally find a spot. And I do that every single weekend. The thing is though, there's just unlimited places to go camping. I've barely scratched the surface up here in Minnesota for places to go camping. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I should probably head back into the camper, get some work done. Tomorrow night at this time, I'll be down south, sitting in a hotel, training all week next week. Oh, puke. I gotta find time next week to fix this window. Oh, there's never enough time in the day. I'm gonna get some work done. I'll catch up with you in a couple minutes. Man, it is getting late. It's already tomorrow. I gotta get to bed. I went outside. I was gonna see if we could get a shot of the stars, but another dark night. Maybe I'll get up early and catch a sunrise. Got down to about 35 degrees last night. And the Arctic Fox 4-season camper, it's got no problem holding 65, 70 degrees at those temperatures. In fact, last year I was out 30 below zero, and it can still stay 65, 70 in here. So really nice and cozy. This morning we're gonna head outside for a bit. Just love this fall weather. We even got sunshine this morning. Can't beat that. Looking at the map, I guess there's a fire tower nearby. Why not get on the bike and go check it out? I have no idea if it's still standing or if it's just an old base. I've got just enough cell phone service to send out text messages here, and even that's sporadic with the cell booster being on. I texted Mandy and asked if that RV surplus store was going to be open today. Unfortunately, she said no. Otherwise, we could get that done. Yeah, that's fine. Time to ride. It seems like for every 10 towers that I find, one is still standing, and maybe 1 out of 20 of those is actually climbable. That'd be cool if there was something here, but I didn't see it on the drone while I was flying around earlier. This must be a newer cutting because this road doesn't even show up on Google Maps. It's all woods here. The woods has been really quiet this morning. I haven't heard any gunshots and haven't seen any people. Yesterday there was a few people running around on ATVs, but not today. No fire tower, but this is a huge campsite. This is awesome. The base of the fire tower must have been right here, and they keep it cleared out. Someone's put a rock fire ring in. This is really nice. I think it's primarily hunters that use this spot. It's really clean, there's no trash or anything. This would be a good spot to come during the winter time. Just relax. Start a campfire, be super peaceful, that's for sure. Let's check out some of the trails in here. This will probably be great deer hunting land. What is that? Someone was using it for target practice. Hopefully we have another month of this weather. That would be nice. Time to head back to the campsite. I almost don't want to leave here. You know, some spots can be like really inviting and other spots kind of have a creepy vibe. This place, it's got that really inviting feeling. So I'm gonna make a little lunch before I head out. Last week, I showed you guys one of the hobo pie makers. What I got is either we all remember them as kids or we're all still using them today. So I'm gonna do that again. Except this time, I'm gonna try making it on the stove. I mean, that should work, right? Yeah. And I'm going to be making a ham and cheese sandwich. I got it all trimmed up. I think this is gonna work. I'll go with the pretty low heat though. Right, I've been flipping it and it smells done. It's kind of making a sizzling sound. Let's see what it looks like. Awesome. You guys mentioned making pizzas and all kinds of things with this. I'll definitely have to give that a try. It's hot. I think that this is right up there with the air fryer as far as one of my favorite camping cooking utensils. This week I got to put brakes in Mandy's vehicle. Her kid's got a Dodge Dakota and the front drive shaft CV joint went out, so I got to take care of that. My daughter's starter went out. Now the window. I need more time. But I think we got this video in the bag. You guys have hung out with me all weekend long. That's long enough. Next weekend's video, my daughter Adele is going to be coming with, so that'll be fun. So until next Tuesday, be kind, be honest, we'll see you down the road.